Hey, I'm Mike.
Hey, I'm Chris.
This is Mike and Chris Reloaded's Podiversary. 1 year.
One
Freaking year.
Technically a year and maybe like a week or two.
Couple days.
I know. I think it was 2 weeks. Yeah, a year and 2 weeks.
But how awesome is that we actually almost a year to the day that we did our E3 one last year.
It was almost to the date. It was 2 days ago. What was it?
Yeah,
2 days ago.
Dane actually posted it for us.
Yep.
Which leads us into who we have here.
Yes. We have guests. We have a plethora of guests today. Plethora.
Lord.
Which I learned from Caillou. I completely forgot about the other one.
Plethora is El Guapo?
I forgot about that. I learned it from Caillou, damn it. Caillou. But we got, go ahead. Start introducing yourselves. Introducing.
Your first guest ever. Back for the Podiversary, it is Dane.
How am I supposed to follow up after that, man? Jesus.
Louder.
So I'm the other guy who's been on the show occasionally, Kent.
The Ghostbuster.
Right.
The real Ghostbuster, that's right.
The real Ghostbuster, which we appreciate that episode.
Yes.
We still got pictures up.
Mm-hmm.
Check them out. We got Trent.
I'm
Brandon for like the second time, I think. Third
time, yeah.
Well, this week we are going to be covering E3, of course, like we've said. And
E3 extravaganza.
It's going to be a two-part event. I know. 2 parts. We can't fit it all into one show, so show number 1 will go up tonight.
Show. Sorry, I'm trying to get some sound effects in here, man. I'm sorry.
Well, I can add sound effects.
We can? No, we don't like your sound effects.
No.
Yeah, that's right. We got a 2-part show, all about E3, all about basically everything coming out here. We will post, as soon as we're done with this, we were going to go ahead and post the first episode tonight.
Bonus podcast.
We will
It's been a long week.
We will record and post the second episode
tomorrow night.
Later on.
Yeah, tomorrow night, whenever Chris feels like posting it.
Maybe I will, maybe I won't.
And we also might do a live feed. It's a possibility.
Live feed. We've got all kinds of stuff. We got giveaways. We're
giving shit away.
Ass shirts we're wearing right now.
Yeah.
These are limited edition Podiversary shirts.
That's right. Only available one time.
One time.
Everybody
here has received a shirt as a token of appreciation and thanks for helping us out and being on the show.
Thanks for the shirt.
I know Dane has filled in for me when I had some issues, and Ken has filled in for Mike when he had some issues, and we appreciate you guys. And then, of course, there's Brandon and Trent.
Oh, like I say my name.
They're your freaking kids. We had to give them something.
I guess.
Shirts off the back.
Yeah, shirts off the back of your dad. Well, I didn't pay for the shirts. So. Chris paid for all the shirts.
Well, with that, how about away we go?
Yeah, so we'll start off with EA. Pretty much, pretty much Star Wars Battlefront.
Anthem was nice.
EA, we used to have games.
Microsoft had the game.
It's still EA, then.
Yes, it is an EA game.
You got a good point.
Well, actually, it's BioWare, which is owned by EA. But so we have Star Wars Battlefront: A Way Out. Which did you guys see on the way out? Did you guys see the videos that they did side by side of the TV show Prison Break and A Way Out?
No.
And they were like identical episodes to each other.
That's what I was thinking the entire time. I was like, oh, they're making Prison Break the game. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, identical to... you have to check that video out. It's like Prison Break, the TV show, and A Way Out. It's like they did the exact same thing throughout like 10 minutes of footage.
Of course, Need for Speed.
Mm-hmm.
Payback.
Need for Speed.
Oh, you mean Fast and Furious game?
Yeah, pretty much so.
Family, man.
Of course, EA's bread and butter, all the games. Madden 18.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Which actually has a new story mode called Long Shot.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. I play every Madden game.
Which they're following in the footsteps of FIFA 18, which their story mode is called Fueled by Ronaldo.
Yes.
Ronaldo. Why does that sound like some kind of weird porn?
Fooled by Ronaldo.
I just picture some dude with like wavy hair and blowing, like
I'm Ronaldo.
Who's
It's like
off of
I am
Ronaldo?
Ronaldo.
kicking a damn hacky sack and shit.
But the long shot looks pretty cool. You start off as a
Kid in
as
high
high
you
school
start off
kid.
in high school, actually.
And you work your way up into the majors,
Try to get
into
into the NFL draft, yeah. So actually, that's interesting. It's the first time
EA has done a campaign.
Yeah, Madden has done actual story mode, and
It's also the first Madden running on Frostbite as well. They changed that.
That's right. That is true. They did the Frostbite engine this year.
Damn nerd.
Just passing it up.
Yeah.
They, of course, their EA's big thing. Yeah. Oh, there's Ronaldo. Yeah, there we go. Ronaldo.
Not so flowy.
Not so flowy.
Not so nice.
No, he
But
don't.
he's damn masculine. That's all I gotta say.
He is.
EA's big thing was they promoted the hell out of Battlefront 2, really.
Yeah,
More than
there's
anything.
30 minutes.
It's like Battlefront 2 and the rest.
Yeah.
And it's just, we know they're going to put out a Madden, we know they're going to put out a FIFA, we know they're going to put out an NBA. I mean, it's just, whatever here.
NBA's gonna be like street ball though this year too.
Yes, it is.
Ooh.
Street hoops, PS2.
NBA Street.
The thing that really interested me about EA,
love it.
though, was,
beats
of course,
NBA
it was
jail.
showcased at Microsoft, which we'll get to,
Oh,
but as Anthem, actually.
what Destiny should have been.
What Mass Effect should have been.
Hopefully.
Oh, burn!
But yeah, it looks extremely. It showed about 9 minutes of gameplay on it or something like that.
Yeah.
They showed a shitload more if you watch some of the interviews and
Yeah.
stuff like
Yeah.
that afterwards. Yeah, they showed quite a bit of gameplay off of it.
YouTube had a great
Of course,
show.
you're going to see a theme in all this stuff that the majority of these games they announced aren't even video game people.
I thought Battlefront was coming out this year.
Yeah.
I said the majority of them.
Oh no, just the majority of the content for Battlefront will be
Yes.
out next year.
Next year.
Yeah.
That's right.
Actually, in Battlefront, you get the first map, and that's it.
EA games.
That's a hit.
Is that it? Is that true?
It might
I
be-
believe
It
it.
may very well
I freaking believe
Meanwhile,
it,
EA
man.
headquarters, they're on to us.
be.
I would definitely believe it.
I think EA,
you get map 1.
Didn't EA didn't they copyright the phrase micromanagement?
I don't know.
Oh,
Microtransactions.
Microtransactions.
So back in the day, they really did have the opener. It said EA
Games
games
challenge everything.
I should just change it to download everything.
Well, I just say pay everything.
That's
Or
still
pay for
like
it.
the old sports one. EA.
EA, if
It's
you're
in the
listening,
game.
stop.
It's in the game. It
Just
still
give us
does
the
that.
damn
It's
game.
not in the game, but it's in there. It's
in the DLC.
It's in your
the
wallet.
Just
In the
wait till you start the
marketplace.
game and realize it's only 50%
Yeah,
there.
I want to know how much Battlefront 2 is going to cost. I bet you. I'm guessing. I'm going to go out on a limb. It's going to be $189.
How much you got on
The-
it?
$189 with all the downloadable
For the
content.
two listeners who aren't Star Wars nerds, just to give you an idea, the last game covered the G, and the
This
Death
one-
Star was downloadable content. It's in the first flippin' movie. How is that DLC?
And third.
Yeah.
You don't get the Death Star from the third. There wasn't a DLC for that.
I mean, no, I'm
That's next
Oh,
season,
wanna
bro.
get-
You can't even think about
Do
that.
I
yet.
look
You're
like
already in,
EA?
like 2018.
Dude, that is next E3.
Somebody at EA right now is listening to this
come
going,
out.
holy shit, how did we not do that?
Brilliant!
I wanted to play as
Hire
a
that
damn
guy.
Ewok, dude.
Ewoks!
Can't see for hired as EA president.
Somebody put a hit out on this guy right now.
I'm drinking Peruvian coffee right now.
There's always a bigger fish.
Peruvian
Did you get you a
coffee.
new coffee pot, Mike?
No,
Coffee.
it stopped. Okay, it started working, then it stopped working, then it started working, then it stopped working. So here's the gist of what happens. Occasionally, the little lever, because I got the coffee pot, you got to push the lever down to drain the coffee to get the coffee out of it. Occasionally, that lever decides it doesn't want to go back up, and coffee will just keep pouring out.
In case you guys can't see this, Mike's waving his finger up and down while describing this.
And this isn't also about a coffee pot. He's actually describing something far, far
So
worse.
you stick your mug underneath the coffee pot.
You don't want to know what you see now.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
Stroke. Long.
All right, so
Hard.
we all know EA.
Stroke
They
it.
just, I don't know, man. They got to where. And then have you noticed now, like even DLC is like buy the season pass $50 when before it used to be like what $29.99.
Yeah, well,
$29.99.
Don't
Now
get me started on
it's not just
DLC.
EA now. It's
No,
Actually,
everybody.
it's
everyone's
not
following
even-
suit. Now.
You know why, right?
Because we buy
Because parents purchase it for their children.
Season pass.
it.
It's too
Okay.
old.
Actually, as you say, parents purchase it for their children. I'm looking more over at Pre-Order Sally here. Pre-orders, people.
Pre-order.
Stop it.
Get in
Stop giving them the money before they make the game, because then they're like, oh, never mind, we're good. Everyone go home.
Well, this dude already paid for.
It's done.
Hey, I'll have you know I have not pre-ordered one game this year.
I know it's a game that we're going to get to later, but while I was watching some of the videos this morning, it's the pirate one. What the heck was the name
Oh,
of it?
Skull
Which
Bones
one?
or-
Skull Bones or Sea of
No,
Thieves?
Sea of Thieves.
Oh.
And I was watching the
Something,
playthrough of Sea of Thieves. The guy was doing a fake pirate voiceover, and as he was diving down into a ship, he's like, "You don't know what you're gonna find down there. Really, we're not done making it." No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You don't know what you're gonna find. And it's like, you bastards. You know, and they do it anyway. We haven't even made the game. Buy it.
Well, I know they did.
The game's out.
Improve a little bit on Battlefront 2. You know, got a campaign mode.
Yes.
You got, instead of one hero, you can get dual heroes.
Dual heroes.
From all
they
eras.
added, of course, they added a crap ton of other heroes.
They also added a system. They got
the
rid
new
of
trilogy and the old trilogy.
the hero cards. Like in the first game, you had to find different cards to access vehicles or heroes. And they have a credit system where you purchase the vehicles and heroes in game.
EA, buy in the game.
No.
In game.
Yeah.
I also like to point out that on what would be considered inferior system on the flipping map before, you'd walk up, get into the vehicle, and leave. Now you're buying tokens and cards and coins. With all the processing power in the world to make snow melt, why the
makes
hell
it
can't we have an
change.
X-Wing sitting there?
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I'm telling
Or
you,
Tauntaun.
it's
Is this hard?
It's subliminal, man.
A ton
EA
what?
is putting
Tauntaun.
that there like, look, we're gonna give you these credits to buy
DLC.
these things.
I almost got
Yeah, inside the game, you got to
Yeah.
these credits to buy these things. Buy.
microtransactions.
Yeah, I bet you there's going to be a token where you can purchase shit to start off with more credits.
It's gonna be
Yes.
Oh, you
Jumping
mean
the
like,
action is Luke Skywalker with his exclusive token.
you mean like Grand
$2.99.
Theft Auto 5? You have to buy money to get it.
Sharp cards, yeah, it's
like
like
to
$1
buy
million.
money to buy stuff in the game.
They're Rockstar. It's okay. They get a
To be
pass.
fair, Rockstar gave us everything free up front, and if you don't want to be patient, you pay.
Yeah.
Good for them. You could technically rob convenience stores for the next 37 years to buy one item. You could do that.
You could do some highs that like
If you
take
wanted
forever.
to, but you don't. You want to give
Unless
them
your
your credit
team
card.
sucks.
Like
that
a criminal.
too. Yeah.
See this? It works out for free-to-play games. I don't mind that style when you got free-to-play games where you're not buying the fucking game.
Sure.
Excuse my
Just-
language.
There it is.
There's the
I'm
one.
sorry.
There
When
may
you're
be
not
one.
buying the freaking game, you know, I understand you got to have microtransactions. And then that was Trent. He's the only one not smart enough to
Second
turn his
time.
phone
Getting
off.
loose.
Everybody's checking their phone right now.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I mean, hey, you
So-
started it, so.
But when you purchase the game, you shouldn't have to buy more shit to get more shit.
Here,
You should
here.
just get the damn game.
Stop pre-ordering.
Back in my day, everything.
Like, we
used
could
to
talk
be
about
on
this all
cartridge.
day. Let's move on to Microsoft.
Yeah.
Let's go, Microsoft, the big one. The big one.
Big
Yeah.
1X.
1X.
A lot of X's.
See how it transitions?
Yeah, I do.
I like that. There you go. Microsoft, everything we should have had in the beginning. Thank you.
Well, I'm a little lost on a couple of things here. So we had the Xbox S and the Xbox X. Is there one missing? Is there a third letter?
There's a Q. in
TU
there
of E.
Is there an E?
No.
Xbox.
Living in
X.
future.
See, a lot of people are getting. I do forums to drum up business, potential listeners to the show, so I participate in forums. And a lot of these people on these forums are pissed off that it's $500. Well, you think about it, it's the most superior console on the market right now. And you do have a 4K option that is better than the PS Pro for $249 now. They just dropped it down to $249. So $249, you could be playing the Xbox One S in 4K on your 4K TV.
Mhm.
But if you want the premium, system, the premium, equipment, you're gonna have to pony some money out. Deal with it.
I think I might have to stop you on that one. Like, I don't think the Xbox One S is 4K games.
Yes,
HDR.
it-
The new
it's-
games will be.
It's HDR, but
It's
Yeah,
4K HDR.
okay.
It is 4K HDR.
Well, this one, I mean, the Xbox One X is it's a monster. I mean, I think we looked it up. We talked about it. Automatically comes to 1 terabyte. Thank you. Which,
And it's the
They should have
smallest
started off with,
Xbox.
like,
but again,
In the
I also
history.
saw that Forza 7 is coming out is going to be around 100 gig download. So
Oh,
guess
yeah.
what? We're going to increase the memory in here, but we're just going to go ahead and make up the games take up more room.
Yeah, but Forza's got so many cars. What did they say? I forget. 700?
Like 700, something like that.
600?
It's up
700
there.
and some. It's way up there. It's 4K streaming, it's 4K gameplay at 60 frames per second, which is just phenomenal.
Which Destiny 2, I skip ahead. Destiny 2 said that they're only making it 30 frames per second for the Xbox One X. And they clarified it today that they're saying, listen, our game comes out before the One X comes out. We haven't played with the development software for the Xbox One X yet. We will get it up to 60 frames per second.
Yes, but Microsoft said that there's third-party companies and their companies and exclusive companies that will upscale them once the Xbox One X comes
for
out.
free, no charge.
Free. Yeah. Hey, listen, for free.
Yeah, so I was going to say none of those games are EA games.
Yeah. But yeah, it's 12 gigs of DDR RAM. I mean, this thing's just, it's mean.
DDR5, too.
And for all you vapors out there, it's the only console on the market with
Water cooled?
No. Vapor chamber cooling processing unit.
What?
Vape niche, bro.
That's right. We get it, Microsoft. You vape.
Douchebag.
Don't read the research about vaping.
I have popcorn lung all the way for that.
It's this thing's massive. I think it's 326 gigabytes per second on the frame rate, so it's faster load times. It's just, it's pretty much a monster.
The only thing is, I think it should have come with a 2 or a 3 terabyte hard drive.
This is going to be the version of the 500 gig. You're going to probably see a 2 and 3 terabyte one.
Oh, I would imagine so because
when the Xbox One first came out, it was all 500 gigs.
Because in order to play 4K games, you're talking 50, 60, 70 gig games easy.
Yeah, well look at now. We're already there now.
Yeah.
They aren't 4K games.
Well, they're due to the size.
Grand Theft Auto 5.
Just due to the size of the game.
Black Ops 3 is like 118 gigs with all the DLC.
and
yeah,
stuff.
it's crazy.
My biggest concern was one sentence, and I rewatched the video today, and it made my heart drop, because when they said the Xbox One X was coming out, they said this is not a new system. This is part of the Xbox generation. Everything's going to work, yada, yada, yada. Well, when the guy came out and he starts talking, he says, backwards compatibility is important. We've had a lot of sales with the 360 games being backwards compatible. And I want to let you know, as of day one, all of your Xbox One games will play on the X. Wait, what? Is this another Xbox One? Or is this a new system?
No, it's an Xbox One. There is confusion, but Microsoft said, I want to say like 3-4 months ago, that this is their idea of the last generation of the console.
Yeah.
They said that they are done. They're going
This
to
is
do.
the be-all, end-all.
This is be-all, end-all for Microsoft. They are going to do hardware updates, and just like your computer may become outdated. You can upgrade hardware to make it play the newer games, or you can play the newer games on lower resolution in order to keep up. But yeah, Microsoft is sticking with its backwards compatibility and sticking with all Xbox One games will play on any Xbox One.
It just made my heart quiver a little bit, because he didn't say anything about the new games. He just said, I wanted to let you know it's backwards compatible on day one for the same system that it
my
already
wife
is.
almost had a heart attack too. She's
She's
like, we gotta get another one. And I'm like, no, we don't.
Now the console itself is actually smaller than the actual 1S itself.
Yes. 22% smaller.
I
Is that what
believe
they
so,
said?
which still makes no sense why
Or is
they
that
couldn't
how
have done this in the beginning. So I'm just, it's like
I'm gonna just get an S because I'm
And-
trying to get rid of the damn brick.
we're talking. Yeah,
That thing's
we're talking
sucks
about.
to carry.
And speaking of backwards compatible,
Xbox.
that's
Original.
right. That was actually
OG.
made me more excited than the console itself.
Yes, I will be
Yeah.
able to play Sid Meier's Pirates on my Xbox One.
R.
Who's with me?
Original
I'll download
Xbox,
that.
original Xbox games. They're making them backwards compatible. They haven't decided. I don't think they even gave exact time yet. have
Well,
they?
Xbox, Sid Meier's Pirates was backwards compatible with the 360.
And I read an interview that says that discs and digital licenses will carry over. So if you have any discs, you can pop them in if they're available. You can play them. Or if you have any digital license, like you bought them 360, they'll carry over as well.
Here's hoping.
There you go.
Sweet. That'd be cool if I could, because I still have Sid Meier's Pirates. So it'd be cool
I
if I
remember we
could
used to
stick.
play that all the time.
Yeah, it'd be awesome if I could stick that in the Xbox One X. And
I just want to play the Star Wars games he keeps telling me about
Nice,
because
those
I
are
grew up on PS2 and he's always telling me about like you never played this and that. I was like, well, they are for OG Xbox only. I'm like, well, I could never play them, dude.
I actually ordered the Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2. GameStop had them I think I paid like $13 for both of them.
right.
But I got them both, and I went and specifically bought an Xbox 360 just so I can play them.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And thanks a lot, Microsoft. You could have said something earlier.
You're welcome.
I hate to burst your bubble, but if you had an Amazon tablet of any kind, or like a Kindle or any of those,
I do.
it's a free download. Knights of the Old
It
Republic.
is.
I know.
Check
I
it.
got it. I got
Oh,
it.
okay.
I got it on my
I
phone.
mean, it's not
too.
the same without a controller, I'll
No,
admit,
it's not.
but really,
I just wanted to. That's the whole nostalgia thing, like we were talking about. People our age, not you kids over there, but but
kids.
people our age, we that was our console at the time, or their console their time is the Xbox 360 or Xbox One.
I mean,
Our console was the PS1
GameCube.
or the PS2 or the Xbox.
Right.
Yeah.
I think Microsoft had people rip on them for not having that great of comfort. So I mean,
Here,
they showed a couple MMORPGs, which
Black Desert looked pretty good.
Yep, Black Desert.
Yeah.
of course, finally Crackdown 3. We see something on that.
Yeah,
Then
and
we got Terry Crews.
you got Terry Crews, and you also got rumors before. Well, actually, not even rumors. The studio that did Crackdown 3 said in May that they were going to only be releasing multiplayer first and not a campaign. But according to press conference, you're getting a campaign at launch. So they fixed that. They were going to sell us half of a freaking game. They were really going to put out Crackdown 3 just multiplayer, and then DLC was going to be the campaign.
that was some bullshit.
Must
Was
have
Crackdown
coffee.
made by EA?
I don't remember who the
Sounds a lot like
studio is for
Battlefront. A little
Crackdown.
lost. Campaign not found.
I think it's done by Microsoft Studios. I
Yeah,
think.
it is. Of course, Forza 7 is another one of the big. If you're a big racing fan,
Yep.
another one of the big announcements.
Mhm.
They have. Here's my thing on this, and so far everything we've seen looks good in game. They've showed some in game stuff, looks good, but that's just it. It's everything we've seen already. Nothing we've seen yet has been a surprise.
PlayerUnknown's Battleground was a surprise.
Yeah.
We didn't know that was
Well,
coming.
I knew it was on
But
PC.
that's already been on PC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that is a
PC.
PC game. But
Yeah.
it's a huge thing for it to
I mean,
come
it's cool.
into.
It's coming to
Everybody loves it. It's like one of those. It's like the new
Rocket
Minecraft.
League. Rocket League came to Xbox One when it was PC.
Minecraft, which Minecraft 4K.
4K.
Yeah,
update.
Minecraft
Cross-platform.
Not just
Super
that,
duper texture pack.
not even just
Next year,
4K
they'll
though.
announce
They're actually finally putting servers on Minecraft on the Xbox, so you'll actually have servers where you can actually play in your multiplayer games and your creative modes and stuff. Where they didn't have that, they only had that on the PC. Because my daughters own it both on the PC and on the.
Well, yeah, and a lot of the games you see that had stuff exclusive to the PC. Now you're seeing it carry over to the console because these consoles are big enough now where they can support that stuff.
Right.
Just like case in point, the Fallout and Skyrim. All the mods you could get on PC you couldn't get before until they re-released it. To where all that stuff, and then now you can get all the mods and everything else that you can get on the PC on the console.
Right. Well, Microsoft also showed Life is Strange, the sequel. Or
It's actually
prequel, yeah. Before the Storm. So, and Kent mentioned already Sea of Thieves, which that actually looks
Pretty
moderately
fun.
fun.
Yeah.
I think that's already a PC game too.
Yes.
It'll be on Windows 10. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think it's already a Windows 10 game. And I mean, State of Decay 2, that looks pretty fun.
Yeah.
I was excited for
Which
that.
is a 4-player co-op.
Thank
Yeah,
goodness.
Thank you.
Yes.
Originally it wasn't. You could have your people with you. You could switch out with your
Yeah.
people and stuff. But Now it's actually a 4-player co-op, which is nice.
So that's
the
gonna
only
be
reason I
fun.
never
This
bought
guy's
the
gonna
first
leave me
one.
behind. I swear, just like Left 4 Dead, he's gonna leave me behind.
We talking about that.
Chris knows what you're talking about.
Oh,
What
yeah.
I'm talking about.
I actually thought it.
Ever Cuphead actually has a release
Oh yeah,
date?
it's like
A date?
like the thing is said never before seen, then it's like crossed out because we've seen it before.
Yeah, we've definitely seen it. We just never really thought it was ever going to show up.
Yeah.
So I'm actually excited about Cuphead. There's no point in covering it. I'm sure you guys did last year.
Well, it looks good. A little side scroller in the style of the old Mickey Mouse.
1930s,
Yeah.
Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
Style. Walt Disney. It probably is a Disney product.
And I know a lot of people at this table were Metro fans, but if anybody saw that trailer,
Exodus.
who here says there's no way in hell that was game footage?
This
There was no way in hell that was
This
game
guy?
footage.
No,
I sense the down.
they said that.
guy.
Do you know that none of Microsoft's games were shown? He said shown by Xbox One X that it was found out that really they were all PC games. They were
Yeah, it
all
doesn't
it was
shock
all
me.
PC versions shown.
What at
Yeah,
least?
they were lying.
if it's Microsoft's Windows 10 crossplay, it's still going to be playable on Windows.
Yeah.
Xbox.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be similar,
Well,
but
was it
If
Anthem
you got the
in-game?
Metro Exodus, it's
Yeah,
got
they were
a
saying something
multiplayer
like
in
that
it.
too,
It'll be the crossplay,
Anthem
so
was
you'll
a
be able
game.
to play it.
Yeah, that was a
Windows
live
10,
demo, I
Windows,
think.
whatever.
Yeah.
yeah,
They're
we'll get
actually
into
playing-
crossplay in a little bit.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Because they were talking about
But let's just move on to Bethesda.
Ugh.
Hey,
I,
still like my Bethesda.
Okay. And there's things that there's some, you might have one or two out there that wasn't so great, but for the majority of the time, they've always just knocked it out of the park until this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
From the creators of Skyrim.
I'm a little
Elder Scrolls.
I'm a little disappointed in Bethesda. They did announce a couple of them, and I know Kent's looking forward to one.
Yeah.
Wolfenstein 2.
Wolfenstein.
Oh,
2.
okay. I thought we were talking. Never mind. Go ahead.
What, am I the only one that played Evil Within?
No,
No,
Within
I
was
played
good.
it.
And
It was,
don't get me wrong, it was a really good game. But was it Halo? Was it? You know what I'm saying? Was it?
It was scary and gory.
It's cool that they're making a sequel to
I was
it,
confused
but
as
it's
hell.
still nothing that really.
I'm
Like,
so
oh
confused.
my god,
at the end.
I can't believe they're releasing Evil Within 2. It's just it doesn't grab you that. Like,
Yeah.
Friday the 13th, man.
And
Especially on the leaks too. They leaked it like.
of course they announced some VR stuff or whatever. And it's
Two
just-
VRs.
Oh, they dragged so long.
VFR,
They
virtual
dragged
fucking
too
reality.
long in this section.
Like the BFG edition for Doom 3.
And creation clubs.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Paid mods.
Yeah.
Paid mods. Yeah.
He tried to do that, and people hated it. So I
What is,
imagine.
did,
I don't know, I
did,
think
what did,
Fallout 4 is a
Bethesda
pretty
go to
good
an EA
idea.
conference?
That's what I'm saying.
Probably.
I think we're missing the important question here. Are they releasing Skyrim again?
Yes.
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 God.
Will it be $60 again? Most likely.
Yes.
Hey, Switch owners.
But you can use
guess
your
what?
amiibos.
Okay, but
You
yeah.
can be Link.
You might go.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
so
you're releasing.
There's going to be something Mario.
Okay, so Bethesda's re-releasing Skyrim, Fallout, and Doom,
Yeah.
all in the VR system.
Yes.
Okay, great, awesome.
First person.
Didn't they just re-release Skyrim for like the second or third time?
Last year.
And now we got Doom, which is, as Kent pointed out,
It's horrible. I'm the biggest Doom
Yeah.
supporter for the new Doom. I was the biggest detractor until these guys got me a copy for my birthday. I must have played it through 9 times. If you're not a Doom fan, I don't know where you've been, or if you've never seen it or know what it is, but
I thought I was the
basically,
only one that got doomed.
moving's important. You have to move, you have to strafe, you have to dodge.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks to VR, all you get is seasick, and you get to point a cursor where you want to go next. You literally can't move your own character in a fast-paced shooter.
Look, in Skyrim VR, they're moving around.
Yeah, in Skyrim it looks fine. It looks
Yeah.
fluid. You see floaty hands, usual VR stuff.
It's
But in
like-
Doom, it's like,
It's like,
same
move
as
me over there.
Same as Fallout VR. You see the same
Fallout
thing.
is horrible with that. Yeah.
But again, it's just
I mean, you could.
Pick up the bobblehead.
VR.
Ooh,
I'm a
shake
huge
the bobblehead.
VR supporter. I love it to death. I'm upset I didn't buy a PS4 because I don't have access to VR right now. But after seeing the Doom one,
I'll sell you one for $450 right now.
Traffic.
a VR with
No.
then
Just a PlayStation.
No. I was highly disappointed, and I'll play anything in VR just to say that I did it. And looking at those, I had zero interest.
I also think of it like this. We're still in the early stages of VR.
did they give release dates for the VR games?
they'll be coming out this year. They said all the content they announced will
Pretty
be coming
much, I
out
think it's
this
going to
year.
be like Just about everything else will
At
be
the end of
about
this,
October, November.
Everything comes out this year.
Everything will come out this year.
Which again, I think Evil
Holidays.
Within 2 comes out Friday the 13th, October Friday the 13th. Wolfenstein 2 is also October
27th.
Dishonored was another one they announced.
September 15th.
But it's just a standalone game. It's not. It's even though it's
Which
considered a DLC,
It kind
but
of
it's still
piqued my
standalone
interest because it deals with the outsider, which in the first 2 games is how Corvo got his powers and everything. So it's kind of weird how you have to kill him.
I haven't played the second one.
Kind of. Oh, that's
I played a little bit.
crazy.
There was other games that took.
But again, Bethesda,
I love the first one.
Microsoft, EA, nothing really wowed me.
No. So basically, we'll stop on show 1 where there was nothing impressive so far with the press conferences.
Nothing at all.
Devolver Digital.
Hopefully, in our part 2, maybe we'll get to something a little more exciting.
Maybe.
Excitement.
You'll have to tune in tomorrow. You'll hear us.
Yeah.
Really, it's in about 10 minutes, but for us, it's for you guys, it's tomorrow.
In the future,
whenever Chris gets his butt to posting it.
Baby.
In the near future,
Don't forget
2009.
to check out all our social media:
2008.
Facebook, Twitter,
Instagram.
I'm on
Tumblr,
Oh wait, that's
Google
right.
Plus,
I'm
YouTube,
following you.
and our website, MikeandChrisReloaded.libsyn.com. Comment, like, share, do whatever you need to do. And we'll also explain the contest here in the next stage.
Yep, next stage.
Stage
You'll hear all
2.
about it.
What is this, MCU? We got phases and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
we have
we're
faces.
out.